Yo. Welcome. Yeah, this is late night vibes, man. Late night, early morning, whatever you want to call it. This is what we on. This is what we on. See, I could talk Giant football for 24 hours, so it don't matter to me. Yeah. Welcome in. I see y'all. Come on, tune on in. I promise y'all, I keep saying this. One of these days, I'ma spit 15 for y'all. Yeah. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for tuning in for another Giant Huddle stream. Let's go. Yes, I switched the time a little bit, man. I was sitting here just in my thoughts. I don't feel like going to bed, so I'm doing a late night or early morning, whatever you want to call it. If you are on the East Coast, at least, that's what it is. So come on and vibe with me, rock out for the night. Maybe a lot of you may catch this, tomorrow or whatnot. But yeah, we gonna have a little late night conversation, man. We're gonna talk just positional grades. Now, I do know and understand that this is an early segment of this. We're gonna have to revisit this, of course, a little later, in the off season. But this is just to kind of put things into perspective, after the draft and everything, and kind of do a part 2 to the actual team aspect, man. And we're going to just talk positional grades, man. So if you are tuned in, please let me know in the comments whether you agree, disagree with me. Let's have this Giant Huddle, this conversation. So without further ado, let me introduce this thing like how I introduced this thing, and then we are going to get into it. It's your guy who was never lying, sometimes defiant, TP Way the Giant, Lawrence Taylor. Talk to him.
I felt there was no better athlete on that field than me. I was the best athlete on the field, and in order to win, you have to beat me. If you can't beat me, then you can't win.
I tell you right now, everybody gonna watch this ass whoop I put on you, right? catch.
Weighted shots.
And get both feet down on the ground.
And then it came out of the pile. This ball's thrown and Tyree.
That may be the greatest catch I've ever seen.
Manning lobs it. Burris alone. Touchdown, New York.
All right, man. Shout out to Papa Lou in the chat. Giant salute to Papa Lou.
It's all good, baby.
He says, here, just left the movie with the wife. And what movie you go see, man? Please tell me you went to go see that Sinners joint. Please tell me you went to go see that Sinners joint. That is the hottest movie out right now, man. I just seen that. My wife went with her brother and her dad and moms, and she went to go see it a second time. So yeah, man, let me know what you go see with the wife. Hopefully it was that. Born for Sports is in the building, man. You see me on my Knicks gear. I had to bring the Knicks gear out, man. I was kind of hesitant on saying anything about the Knicks, man, because it seems to be every time I talk my shit or whatnot, things go left. Things go left, man. But I can't help it. I'm loving how the Knicks are, stomping foot on necks, man, and they made it to the next round. Born for Sports, who is not only a New York Giant content creator that you are familiar with up here, but he also covers baseball and he holds it down for the Knicks, man. So I like tapping in after a New York Knicks win and seeing what he has to say brings dope energy. He says, "What's good, bro? Salute, yes sir. Giant salute to my guy. Born for Sports." He says, "Everyone new to the TP Way channel, smash the subscribe button." Come on, man. Y'all already know what to do, man. Y'all already know what to do. Make sure you like the stream. Stay engaged, and if you are new, of course, man, this is the place for you. Subscribe. G-Men Party says, "I'm here." Yes, sir. Giant salute. I see you. Yeah, man. Iman Perry says, "Late night one." Yeah, man. We doing a late night joint. I said, why not? My mind's up racing. My thoughts is wandering, man. So why not? Shout out to Iman Perry. Yes, sir. Giant salute to Iman. All right. I see you. So, yeah, man, I want to do just a quick positional grade type situation, man. And so I want to know, man, what y'all think. What would you grade each positional group? And we'll kind of run it like that. I am still planning maybe doing like a stream tomorrow as well. Just going ahead and doubling up like that, man. But, while I'm here, while I have the energy to do so, yeah, we doing an early morning, late night joint. So, without further ado, man, we are going to get into it. First, let me catch up with the chat here. Alan says, "First time I saw you without Giant gear." Yeah, man. Yeah, I had to switch it up, man, because the Knicks, they holding it down. You know what I mean? So shout out to the Knicks. I had to switch it up just to, show support. I'm in and out of the basketball scene. I'm not even gonna hold y'all. I typically tune in to the NBA when it's playoff time, if I'm being 100. And so as a Knicks fan, I've been enjoying everything, man. Coach Ed, shout out to Coach Ed. Giant salute to Coach Ed. Yes, sir. He says, "Peace and blessings, King. Hope you and the family are doing great." Yes, man. Thank you, Coach. They are, man. They are. They're keeping me on my toes for sure. But here we have the quarterback list, man. Let's go ahead and kick it off, man. This is funny because as I was making these lists, when I did the quarterbacks, it's so funny to see these lists of names versus previous years. So whatever grade that we are going to give this positional group, just know that this is the best that we have had in quite some time. So as far as quarterbacks is concerned, Russell Wilson, Jackson Dart, Jameis Winston, and Tommy DeVito, I have to give this positional group grade a C plus. A C plus. Now a C plus is nice and safe for me. You know, it's not where I am overcooking my grits here, but I think I am giving this group its just due as well. Russell Wilson, we are not getting prime Russell Wilson. We are not getting, let's say, young Russell Wilson, but we are getting a good quarterback, a solid quarterback, a talented quarterback in Russell Wilson. And these other fan bases and people could joke all they want to, but everyone who is struggling or has quarterback issues, I know for a fact they would have no problem with having a Russell Wilson to lead and charge. Now, of course, we just picked up Jackson Dart. Jackson Dart is somebody who is going to be Coach Dable's project. He's the one that he handpicked. Hopefully, he is our franchise guy. And, you know, there's a question mark next to that, man. But if you have watched his college film and his college tape, you could see that there are tangibles that we just hope, can be what Coach Dable has envisioned and can translate to the league, man, for him to be that guy for the squad. Jameis Winston, we know what Jameis Winston is, man. He's kind of been some type of like journeyman in a sense. The big plus, which I'm not going to deep dive into everything, but Jameis Winston is just somebody that we know at the end of the day, he's going to let that shit go. He's going to let that shit go. And Tommy DeVito is just Tommy DeVito. I absolutely have no plans on seeing Tommy DeVito at all. The only time that I plan on seeing Tommy DeVito is in preseason. That is absolutely it. That is absolutely it. Coach Ed says QB grade for me is a C. It's all dependent on Dart's development. That is very true. That is very true. So that C range is just where I'm comfortable. Of course, this is an early position grading scale that we have. This can change. You know, this can change. And the closer we get to the season, I'm pretty sure we'll do one more before the season actually starts. But yes, man. Yes, I think I'm comfortable in that C range. But just know a C is way better than what we've had in quite some time. So I will take it personally. Born for Sports says, get that bum DeVito out of here. He can go back to seasoning cutlets at his dad's shop. Oh, shit. Oh, man. Yeah. I'm not hype on Tommy DeVito at all. I am not gonna hold y'all. He's just somebody who just escaped the raft, to be honest with you. You know, so yeah, that is that on that. But let's keep this thing going. Let's move on to the wide receivers. So y'all know I've been speaking about this wide receiver group. Y'all know I am looking to find just that piece that moves this wide receiver group to the extra level, that piece that you feel, you know what I mean? That piece that can compete with the other receiver groups in this division at least. You know, I'm tired of talking to NFC East fans, and when it comes to talking about wide receivers, you know, they don't give us our just due because all they really know and all they really respect is a Malik Neighbors. There's some free agents that I believe it is out there that can be that for us, that can move that needle. I put out a video about Keenan Allen. You have Amari Cooper out there, and I think, you know, they could definitely move the needle. But I think what I'm going to do is I am going to grade this wide receiver group a C plus as well. And I hate to give you 2 back-to-back grades, right? And I'm gonna say C plus because of this. Malik Neighbors has the potential of being the best wide receiver in the game. So he is really holding the weight of this whole thing. He really is. Y'all know how I feel about Darius Slayton. When Darius Slayton is on, he is on. Something that I realized too about Darius Slayton is that he looks better, man, when he is at that wide receiver 1 position. I don't know the science between that, but we've just seen him put on better performances when he's relied on, when he is that guy. Like if we think about last season, right? I believe, this is coming off my head, but I believe that Darius Slayton's best game may have been with Seattle. When we played versus Seattle. Not only did we get a win, but Malik Neighbors was out that game. And I don't know, I'm looking for him to be that number 2. Because that wide receiver 1 thought or idea is just out, man. This is not happening. We have Neighbors, so that's not even a thing anymore. So I'm looking for that solid number 2, and hopefully we can get a number 3 receiver that we don't know if he is number 2 or number 3. That's the type of number 3 receiver that I want. Coach Ed says, TP, I love this idea. I may steal for my shows and or articles. Yes, man, please. I would definitely love to, see that and see what you cook up, man. So definitely, please do that for sure. But yeah, Jalen Hyatt, I've said this multiple times. Jalen Hyatt just has that question mark next to his name. Again, he's shown us absolutely nothing last season. So that's kind of like something that I don't have too much confidence in. Wan'Dale Robinson, unlike others, I think Wan'Dale Robinson is solid. I think he is, man. And I don't think he has tapped into his best potential or his situation just yet. But I do think if you bring in another solid receiver, man, you help Wan'Dale Robinson and you just help this whole group, to be honest with you. So, yeah, that's pretty much that on that. And you see these names to the right. These are just guys, man, that we just hope to be, added pieces, man, to this receiving core. So I'm going to give this wide receiver group a C. I think it's safe to say that, man. Y'all let me know what y'all think. And then tight ends. Here we go. Tight ends. Coach Dable loves him some flipping tight ends, man. Tight ends, we have Theo Johnson. We have Daniel Bellinger, Chris Manhertz, Greg Dulcich, and Thomas Fadone, who we picked up in the 7th round of this draft. Tight ends, man, I really don't want to do this because it's going to sound like tight ends, man. I'm going to give us, I'm looking at like a C plus, B minus type thing. C plus, or I don't know. I don't know where I'm kind of stuck on this tight end thing, man. Because this is how I look at it. The tight ends, I feel like is full of potential. But I just feel like schematically, quarterback play, and just how this offense has been just failing. We haven't seen the best of these guys, man. Theo Johnson, for the first half of the season, man, like he wasn't getting any love. He wasn't getting any targets. Daniel Bellinger, it seems like him and Coach Dable is beefing or something like that because he seems like somebody that was on the uprise, but then we didn't see as much of him. Chris Manhertz is another one who's solid. We got our 7th rounder in Thomas Fadone, who people are saying like, yo, he's real deal. He is real deal, and he could be a real red zone target and somebody who could be a big target for Russell Wilson. He has height to him, and he could move. So it's not the actual talent that I'm like reserved about. It is just the utilizing these guys, man, is what I don't really know where to grade them. I don't want to violate them and give them a D, but it's just like C minus. C minus is the best thing that I can give this tight end group. This, because I know there's talent here, man. I do. I know it's talent here. I've seen Theo Johnson. I've seen enough for him to know that he's going to get better and better, man. And if we put him in the right position, and if we can dial things up to not only Theo Johnson but also Daniel Bellinger, if we put these dudes in the right place, man, they can be some true targets for us, man. So I think I'm just gonna be comfortable with a C minus here. I think I'm gonna leave it at that. Coach Ed said wide receivers are a B minus. If they can get anything out of Hyatt and can legitimately add downfield explosion, it can become a more dynamic group. Yes. And that's the thing, man. With that receiver group, that question mark really is to that Jalen Hyatt. Because like I said, that main thing that I'm wondering about when it comes to that receiving core is that wide receiver 3. Now, Jalen Hyatt had a rookie year that made me believe that he was going to be more than what was shown his sophomore year. And it's hard for me to believe. I tell y'all all the time, I'm a wide receiver guy. It's hard for me to believe that he just don't got it, or he's not made for the NFL, or any of those narratives. No, I think Jalen Hyatt definitely can be something that is a down the field threat and be a problem for secondaries to come. But I want it to work for the Giants, man. Like, that is the thing. I want it to work for the Giants. Can we cook up and make it work for us? So that is kind of the question mark. Here we go. James, I see you. He says, we on fire. Yes, sir. Born for Sports says, big prove it year for Wan'Dale. Yeah, man, that is a fact. That is a fact. I just actually said this in the video. He is on my sink or swim list. Wan'Dale Robinson is definitely on that for me, man. Because if Wan'Dale Robinson, I'm tired of looking at Wan'Dale Robinson and just thinking potential. Like, nah, it's time to go now. It's time to go now. So I need Wan'Dale Robinson to have one of those years, man, that says, okay, he's reached his full potential for sure. I'm done with the guessing game. My man James says, I think that with the new QB core, these tight ends may show improve. Yes, man, quarterback play definitely has a big chunk and part of this whole thing, man. I can't deny that. But at the end of the day, man, we'll see. We'll see, man. Hopefully Coach Dable is the guy that everybody says that he is. You know, he's that offensive guru, that quarterback guru, or whatever. Hopefully he's that guy. You know what I mean? That's what I really want to see. Look, let me pause here, man. Everybody that is tuned in, if you are new to this channel, please make sure that you hop on YouTube. Whatever you're viewing this, you hop on YouTube and that you subscribe to the channel now. Subscribe, man. Y'all have definitely been showing love too, man. Y'all definitely been showing love, man. The subscribers is going up. We are on the road to 1,000 subscribers. We moving, man. We moving. So let's keep the engagement going, and also make sure that y'all like this stream as well. Let's see. Give them a C till the season progress. Yeah, man. Yeah. This is definitely just the early position grade right here. This is just where it stands right now. And I like to do things like this because you could go back. You could go back and look how you graded certain things at one point in time to the future. You know what I mean? So this is just where it stands now. Let's see where we at. Let's see. Born for Sports. Born for Sports says, give Theo the ball. Breakout year coming this year. I am with you, man. I definitely want to see more Theo Johnson. That is for sure, man. That is for sure. Commanders Classified, man. Shout out to Commanders Classified. This is one of the NFC East soldiers right here, man. We are definitely going to pick back up with the NFC East stream. And y'all got to tune in for that, man. Y'all got to tune in for that. We're going to have a dope year for sure. Commanders Classified said, outside of neighbors, everybody is mid. LOL. Y'all defense is legit, but y'all got to get some skill position players. See, and this is the type of shit right here that what makes the NFC East streams just go to that level, because I can't wait to have this conversation with you, because you're misinformed. You're misinformed. And you've seen the draft. You've seen the draft that we had, man. So I want you to go analyze that. Think about the backfield, okay? Think about Tyrone Tracy Jr. Think about Cam Scatterbo, all right? We definitely have the best receiver in the NFC East. That goes without saying. That goes without saying. And then it's so funny because it's a Commander fan talking to me about skill positions, but respectfully, y'all skill positions are not scary. Y'all skill positions ain't really hitting like that. Let's be honest. But you know, y'all on cloud nine. Y'all had yourselves a good, you know, a good season and stuff. So we can't really tell y'all nothing. Y'all on cloud nine. And shout out to Big Dash in the chat. Let's go. Definitely with a $5 super chat here. It says salute to my brother TP. Yes, sir, man. Giant salute to Big Dash. I seen the wildest shit earlier today. I was strolling on Twitter /X, and my man Big Dash was on ESPN. Oh my God. Yo, that is so tough. That is so tough, man. Definitely, man. I know you showing the love this way, but I'm gonna reverse it back to you, man. Anybody that is tuned in at any point in time, definitely one of my favorite giant content creators doing this thing, man. Make sure that y'all tap in with Big Dash and go see the content that he's pouring out. Just, you gonna get dope giant content any and everywhere, man. So, and on top of that, make sure you go get your Make the Giants Great Again hat. You know what I mean? Y'all see me rocking that. So make sure y'all go get that. Here we go. Boom. Boom. I keep it right next to me. Make the Giants great again, man. Definitely go cop y'all one and get with Big Dash, man, for sure. Omega says, what up, TP? Didn't get the notification. Lucky I checked my feed. Yeah, man, that probably had a lot to do with the fact I did a late night joint, man. I was up doing absolutely nothing. I was playing the PlayStation the whole nine, and I had this idea in my head, and I was just like, man, why not? Why not? You know what I mean? Let me just go ahead and hop on the stream and do it, man. But thank you for catching me, man. Thank you for tuning in. Omega, I see you. Giant salute to you.
It's all good, baby.
And yeah, here we go, man. Big Dash says, I can't wait. We can fight in the division this season. And that's where my mind is at, man. That is where my mind is at. I'm trying my best not to overcook my grits here, man. Not to get too ahead of myself, because I could do that. But I'm being patient, you know. I'm Wusan, you know. And I'm trying to just stay level-headed. I'm trying to be responsible right now, but I definitely am there, man. I am with you. That is for sure, man. And shout out to everybody showing Dash some love in the chat. I see y'all. My man James says, we have power in the run game, a star wide receiver, and developing receiving core, and what I feel should be a real solid defense with Big Dex returning, man. I'm excited. I'm with you. I am with you. Yes, sir. All right, let's get back to it. Where was we at? We did tight ends. What I gave him a C. So let's say running backs. Running backs. I am going to give us, as of right now, I'm giving us a B minus, man. Simple as that. Simple as that. I'm gonna give us a B minus because I have high hopes, man. I have high hopes for what we have in this backfield. Tyrone Tracy Jr., we got to think, like, I want everybody to, like, put it in perspective. What we seen from Tyrone Tracy Jr. was his rookie campaign. And I think he is going to do nothing but get better. Running backs are not like quarterbacks in a sense. Like, typically, they build off their rookie campaigns. Like, film is not really too much of a factor when it comes to running backs because they are who they are, and I think that Tyrone Tracy Jr. is only going to get better. And then you add that Cam Scatterbo, man. I mean, we've said enough about him. We've talked about that. Y'all know how I feel about, adding him to the roster. And Devin Singletary is my sleeper for real, man, because a lot of Giant fans is on Devin Singletary. But look, man, I like Devin Singletary's run style. And I think a lot of people forget, man. He was running the rock pretty good earlier in the season. Of course, the fumbling took away from that, and that was whatever. But I like Devin Singletary for sure. Eric Gray, I ain't gonna hold y'all. I'm done with the Eric Gray thing. Like, Eric Gray, yeah, I'm not feeling Eric Gray. And let's replace Turbo with Eric Gray, and I'm rocking with that. Omega, I see you. Omega says, saw some news about Phil Simms offers Abdul Carter the number 11. Yes, man. Yes, that is something. If I do a stream tomorrow, I don't know if I will. We'll see. We'll see how it goes. We'll see how tomorrow goes. But if I do a stream tomorrow, that is definitely something that I want to speak about, man. I want to have more conversation about this number thing. But yeah, man, I think people kind of been getting on me about this, man. I always looked at retiring your number for players that are at the elite of the elite. I want to find the word to explain it without disrespecting the great Phil Simms. Like, I just thought that retiring numbers were for players that held a different weight. Maybe I'm tripping. You know what I mean? Maybe I'm tripping. But I just don't think that Phil Simms is retired number worthy. And I'm sorry. I hate to sound like that. Because I don't want to make it seem like I'm disrespecting the man. He got us, our first Super Bowl? You know what I mean? Phil Simms is him. You know what I mean? And I'm not tolerating disrespect from anybody outside of this fan base talking about a Phil Simms. But I just don't. Come on, man. Come on. And I looked at the list of names. I sat there and I'm just looking at some guys who I absolutely know nothing about. I'm being real with you. These older dudes, man, that played ball in the 50s and 40s or whatever. And they got prime numbers retired. Like, prime numbers retired. And so I think we kind of did the overkill thing when it comes to retired numbers. And so I'm kind of understanding where Abdul Carter is coming from with the whole number 11 thing. Now, the Lawrence Taylor situation, I've already, I put that video out. I spoke on that. That's an absolutely no. Now, that's an absolutely, that shouldn't even be thought about. But, I am on the other side of, look, man, there's some numbers that I do believe that should come out of retirement for a little bit. And then on top of that, and I'm going to keep pushing this, man. I'm going to keep saying this, man. And I'm not going to wait till just Black History Month to throw this out there, man. But Emlyn Sannell should definitely, number 45 should definitely be retired. It is a complete just travesty that we do not have that number retired. I don't understand it. I think he has everything there, but I don't know. I don't know, man. I don't know what it is with that, but if anybody deserves it, man, he's one of those guys that definitely deserve it. But yes, man, back to regular schedule programming. Born for Sports says Russ is the key. We have a brutal schedule though, but everyone in the division got to play the same teams. Yeah, man. Yep. That's another video I put out. Another video that I put out speaking about, the brutal schedule. I remember in 2022 that we had a soft blow schedule and we found success. And the number one thing that I was hearing from people was that we lucked our way through the year. And so to prevent that, give me a schedule that is respectable. So we know what is what. So if we have success in this going through this schedule, then you can't fake the funk. We know what it is. So I kind of like the idea of having a tough schedule, but it's gonna be interesting when the schedule comes out, man, because I do think that placement is going to be a big part. Like for example, everybody keeps talking about having Dallas first game of the season. I'm for that. I am definitely for that. But yeah, we'll see how that goes. Where we at? Yeah, nah, cut that fee 5-4 fumbling bum gray. Welcome to the scoutable era. Yeah, nah, that's a fact. Coach Ed says running backs are a solid B. The dynamic playmaking abilities of Tracy and Scoutable can make this a duo that defensive coordinators may stress over. Add in Singletary's veteran leadership and helps this group. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I couldn't agree more, man. Coach Ed, you on it. He says, wow, Phil Simms was that dude. He's the reason I'm a Giants fan. 1979, went to my first Giants game. He definitely my quarterback, hands down. Now, Coach, this is something that I said in my video. I am not above checking, okay? I am not above checking. I am fairly a young Giant fan, not as young as others, 31 years young. So I'm fairly a young Giant fan. So charge it to my mind, not my heart. I could definitely be off on this completely. I can definitely be off on this, but I just had to throw it out there because I felt like, maybe I wasn't the only one who thought that. But I'm not going to hold you, Coach. People been getting on me. People been saying no. People been saying that Phil Simms is that. Phil Simms definitely deserves that. So I'm not pressing on that too heavy because again, I could be misjudging the whole thing. And Omega says Giant fan since 1985. I feel you, Coach. Hey man, look. A wise man knows that, when the OGs get to talking, man, you gotta listen. You gotta listen. So hey, I'm listening. I'm listening. All right, let's get to this offensive line. Andrew Thomas, John Runyon, John Michael Schmitz Jr., Greg Van Roten, Jermaine Illuminor, Marcus Mimbo, Stone Forsythe, Evan Neal, James Hudson III, a.k.a. T-Pain, and Joshua Azudu. What are we giving this offensive line? And it is funny because this offensive line is similar to what I've described with this quarterbacks. The offensive line, no matter what we grade them, it is far better than what we have had in the past. So whatever the grade is, it is far better. I am going to give this offensive line until proven otherwise. And again, this is why I like doing the early positional grades, is a C-. A C-. Now, this is, of course, graded for us at our full health, all hands on deck type situation. We have a little more depth than we accustomed to in quite some time. Of course, we drafted Marcus Membo. We had some free agent moves that we, just I guess some decent depth pieces. But as far as our starting core, as far as our starting five, I can rock with them. I feel comfortable with these dudes, and with Andrew Thomas being healthy, if Andrew Thomas can be healthy, I'm not worried. I'm not worried. And we also have to remember, man, that last year was the first time that this group as a whole, rocked out together. So I think even with time, man, they can get better. They can get better and better. But yeah, I'll give it a C- for now. I'll give it a C- for now. I think that's fair. I think that is fair. And I hate giving so much C's out, man. I hate giving so much C's out. And here is our cornerback group. James, I see you. He says, O-line, I'm not confident in. I'm not sold. They have to make me believe. I give them a C. Born for Sports says, they're going to try and have Neal versus Van Roten camp battle, but give me Marcus Membo as the future point of attack. Yes, sir. Yeah, man. Yeah, and that's another conversation that we're going to get into closer to that time. But there are going to be some battles, man. There are going to be some battles that are going to be something to pay attention to, man. But you are 100% correct, man. That Neal versus Van Roten battle is going to be interesting. I feel like I've been saying this all string, but this is just another video that I put out. Evan Neal moving to guard. Is this going to be the move that resurrects him? And can he actually, turn up at guard? We will see. Marcus Membo, yes, definitely the future. I can't wait to see what he looks like versus NFL, talent. So, yeah, I'm looking forward to that for sure. Coach Ed says offensive line grade is a C right now. It is dependent on that right guard position is finalized. If my son, Evan Neal, can take the position and become a stabilizing force, then this unit can become a dominating group. Yes, agreed. Agreed 100%. 100%. All right, cornerbacks. Paulson, Odebo, Deonto Banks, Drew Phillips, Cordell Flott, Trey Hawkins, D. Williams, and Corey Black. Just to name a few. Oh man, cornerbacks. I'm going to give these guys a D+. I'm gonna give them a D+. If they want anything more than a D+, I am at the point and stage where they're gonna have to prove it and show it to me. On paper, we look decent, man, but I think we can get a lot of help by our surrounding talent. I would like someone like a Stephon Gilmore. I'm not gonna hold you, but it feels like every time I mention a Stephon Gilmore, every time he hits free agency, we don't get him. We don't get him, man. But he is a corner that I've always liked, and every time there's a chance to get him, I don't know why we not on it, but they're gonna have to prove it to me, man. Simple as that. They're gonna have to prove it to me. I mean, I'm looking at these names. You have Paulson Adebo, who's coming off an injury. I think he'll be solid for us. He is that CB1 as of now. Then you have Deonte Banks, who's coming off a struggling year. Again, just like Jalen Hyatt, had him a decent freshman year and rookie year, and we'll see what he blossoms into this year. I do think him playing that CB2 role will do a lot for him. You have Drew Phillips, who I feel like is going to become a solid interior CB for us. Cordell Flott, who I'm liking how his game is developing, but he's to me, he's just a death piece. Trey Hawkins, of course, just seeing more of the development of what it could come for him. But yeah, I think I'm gonna give this a D plus for now, and I hope for them to prove me completely wrong, man, completely wrong. Where I would like them to at least be, I would like them to be at a C plus or a B minus. Like that's where I would like them to be, and depending on how everyone plays together, man, they could very much be that. But again, that's just going to scheme and all of these different things and what we cook up. So we'll see. We'll see. Omega says we need a solid kicker. I don't know if Gano is him anymore. Yeah, I didn't even do a kicker slide. I'm glad you mentioned that because that is something that I feel like is underrated. I am with you 1,000%. I am not with Gano anymore. I don't know if it's just because he just pissed me off so much last season, and I don't know, man. But yeah, I'm with you. I'm with you. But while we talking even about the kicker position, I'm trying to be real with you. I need to see more end zone action. Like that's what I need to see. I need to see 6 points. Like I don't need our kicker to be on the field as much as they were last season. That's all I know. But I agree with you, Omega. I definitely agree with you. Coach Ed says CB room is C minus. Banks has to grow his game and confidence. Be that solid number 2. Flott can be a solid contributor, but limit the misreads and trust his techniques. Yes, man. That 100%, 100%. James says cornerbacks I give a C minus. Okay. Born for Sports says I'm personally done with Banks. He changed my mentality of him as a future cornerstone player when he was quitting on plays and not improving on play recognition when ball is in the air. Hope he proves me wrong. And I'm gonna be real with you. I'm not even mad at you. I'm not even mad at you, not at all, because I say this often. I can get past a lot of things. I can get past a lot of things, and I'm truly one of those guys. Like that's why 2022 was just a year that I had fun being a part of, because it's not the actual result that necessarily does it for me. Like, yes, of course it does, but it doesn't make or break me. When I see players going out there playing hard, giving maximum effort, I can live with whatever outcome it is. And usually when you see that, it's not a 3-win season. It's not usually a 4-win season. You have some type of games under your belt. So on the opposite spectrum of things, I have zero toleration for quitting. When you are out there and you just look like you do not give a flip, yeah, man. Yeah, it definitely rubs me the wrong way, man. And so seeing that from Deonte Banks, I wanted to say a few things to him. I wanted to say a few things to him for sure. But yeah, man, I understand. I understand where you're coming from, 100%. Born for Sports says Phillips is a dog. Wasn't crazy about paying the Debo 18 milli coming off injury, but he's a ball hawk. He is the player that can change the secondary to a strength in CB room. I'm with it. I am with it, man. I am with it. Boss Less, you're Boss Less, man. I see you. Boss Less, man. Thank you for tuning in. All right, let's see what we got next here at the safety position. Yeah, the safety position. I had to separate. I didn't just want to do the full secondary thing, man, because I think the safety and cornerback room is just slightly different. Slightly different. What I give the cornerbacks, what, a D D plus or something like that. The safeties, though. The safeties, I'm going to give us a B minus. Yeah, I'm there with it. I'm going to give us a B minus. And it is literally because of our two starters. It doesn't even get past that. I'm not even going to hold you. I've been the one to tell y'all if y'all been tuned in, y'all know how I feel about Dane Belton. I'm tired of Dane Belton. Dane Belton, I'm not a fan of at all. I mean, the tackles I've seen him going out there missing, the pursuits that I've seen him going out there having, I'm done with Dane Belton. But if we talk about Javon Holland and Tyler Nubin, I am sold. So I am excited to see what these dudes could go out there and put on for us, and I'm gonna stick with that B minus, man. I'm gonna stick with that B minus for sure. Born for Sports says, facts, I'm with you. The quitting thing is not in my DNA, and as a fan, going to games, it really pisses me off. For sure. I mean, I just can't get. I'm gonna tell you this, man. I hopped on the court a couple days ago. Before I lifted in a gym, I said, you know what? Let me just run a game or two for cardio instead of running. And the second play of this pickup game, I said to myself, okay, oh shit, this about to be a long day. This about to be a long day because my knees just was feeling a little achy. You know what I mean? My wind was a little shorter than what I was accustomed to, and I was like, oh shit. And I'm gonna tell you one thing, man. If you want to see your inner Michael Jordan, your inner LeBron James, your inner whoever, have your wife come and watch you play. Have your wife watch you play in that pickup game. Oh my God. Because I'm going to tell you what happened. I start the game off, right? Dude miss a shot. I get the rebound. I'm right by the basket. I can't get an easier lay than what I had. I go up for the putback, and I miss completely.
Oh, hell no!
I don't know how I have, and it wasn't even the fact, like, okay, let me break it down to you. Let's say the ball rolls off the rim. You could live with that. No, this looked pathetic. For the dudes who ain't even know me, I would have been like, oh shit, who we just pick up? And so they started the game off like that. And then I'm on defense and I'm guarding the dude. And he hits me with a pump fake. And I'm thinking he's really about to shoot the rock because I'm like, yo, that's all these dudes do nowadays. They just wanna shoot threes. I get up off my feet. Now I played it off pretty well, right? Because as soon as I'm not jumping high, and so I get back into place, right? But after those two things, I look over to the sideline, and my wife is over there cheesing, cracking the flip up. She is over there dying. Now my pride is all into it. I know y'all like, where am I taking this, right? But I say this to say, my knees were on fire. And I was out of breath. I'm not going to hold you. But nothing in my brain told me I had to find a way to quit or slow down. In fact, I did the complete opposite. I looked over to my wife and I seen her over there cracking up. I said, I can absolutely not go out like this. I can absolutely not. And thank God my son wasn't in there, because that's a whole nother monster. If my son is watching me, oh my God. So, long story long, I wish I could see it. I wish I could see it. I mean, I was looking like Teron LeBron out there. I'm not gonna hold y'all. I'm not gonna hold y'all. I went to work. You know what I mean? But I say that to say it's just not in me to quit on anything, and it's just the mentality. I don't know. You can never be that down bad, man. It's just one of my things, man. You just don't quit, not at all. But anyway, that is that on that. Born for Sports says Holland and Newman is about to be a movie. Omega says, I had high hopes for Bellinger until that damn eye injury. After that, he's not the same. But see, the thing is, I don't think it's Bellinger that is not the same. I really don't think it's Bellinger. You know, I don't know, man. I don't know. I think him and Coach Dable got something going on, man. Or him and somebody. Omega says, safeties are another C for me. Holland and Newman are the reason the grade is why it's higher than where I think this group is. The others are substandard inquiry pieces. They need more safeties. Yes. No. You're right. You're right. You're 100% right. You're 100% right. Because, like I said, after Javon and Tyler, it gets a little spooky. It gets a little spooky. Boss Les, I see you. He says, facts, TP. I play different when my girl is watching. Yes, man. Yes. Yeah, it's just a certain level of pride that you get, man. Born for Sports says, playing ball while wifey around, we play for the crown. I'm with you, bro. Yeah, that's a fact. That is a fact. Because, you know, me and my wife, we shoot at each other all the time, and we joke. And if I was to go home and she was to clown me about what she's seen on that court, that's gonna hit my ego, man. That's gonna hit my ego. Coach Ed says, TP, that's called dog mentality. Yeah, man. Yeah. And that's what I want to see on this roster. There's a bunch of dudes with dog mentality. Boss Les says, I never lose because I'm always trying to win. Facts. No quitting. That is a fact. That is a fact. Also, man, let me go ahead and post a link, man, in this chat. I meant to do this way earlier than what I did. But if anybody just feels like finishing this, man, and chopping it up, feel free. For sure. Feel free. Big Dash says, it's definitely not Bellinger. Yeah, yeah, man, I'm with you. I am with you. Born for Sports says, thank God my seasoned age has me retired. Yo, and I'm gonna tell you this last thing, and I'm gonna drop it. But my uncle, man, shout out to my uncle. I see my uncle when I was younger. I would see my uncle going out to ball with my cousins, his sons, on a court, and I just always thought that was a dope thing, man. Like, yeah, he was older and all of that, but just the quality time that he had, like with his sons going out there to play pickup ball with him. I don't know. As a kid, I always thought that was dope. So, like, I'm trying to do that. Like, I'm trying to be that. I'm trying to be the guy that, like, I can play a game or two, you know, and when my sons get older, I can step on the court. I can be that, you know that one OG that's on the court that may not have the most skill, but he knows the game, so he can keep up with his knowledge, you know, and that's just what I just strive to be. So I definitely am at the point in my life where, like, I can't step on the court without, you know, some knee sleeves or something like that. But yeah. Where we at? Yeah, so that is that on safeties, man. That is that on safeties. Let's go ahead and move to linebackers. linebackers. So, linebackers. I swear I don't want to keep boring y'all with C's, man. But where I'm at linebacker wise, I think could either be a C up to a B minus. And here's the thing. I think Darius Marshaw has potential. Deontay Johnson, I would like to see more Deontay Johnson. He was a thing last preseason, and then things kind of took a turn, and after his injury. But of course, you have Bobby Okereke and Michael McFadden, and I think that Bobby Okereke and Michael McFadden are two dudes that I can rock with, man. I really can rock with. But everything is going to be based off of scheme. That is just how far it goes for me, man. Scheme is going to be the telltale signs of what Bobby Okereke and Michael McFadden can be. I didn't put Abdul in this list because he can very much be. Partly because I just wanted that dramatic effect to when I get to that defensive line position, but I think this linebacker group, man, I'm sold. I think that they are solid, man. They are solid. But with well-rounded play and us getting an interior defensive lineman play, we're going to see better from both of these gentlemen. So I'm gonna stick with a B minus, man. I'm gonna stick with a B minus. Coach Ed says, "Born, I'm with you. My aged and beat up body says, sit your fat ass down and chill." Born for Sports says, "Yeah, that backyard bully," and he says, "Bowen better unleash my guy Okereke." Nah, that's a fact. That is a fact. All right, defensive lineman. Defensive lineman. Man. I mean, let me just start here. A+. I'm gonna start there. A+. Nothing less than that. A+ until proven otherwise. Yeah, this defensive lineman, man, is going to be the reason we go places if we go places, for sure. Throughout my days, man, I randomly just think about this defensive line. I have so much excitement knowing that we are going to see all of these monsters on the field. And a short span of time. We'll get there in a short span of time. And we're going to see Dexter Lawrence. We're going to see Brian Burns. We're going to see Kayvon Thibodeau, Abdul Carter, Darius Alexander, Chauncey Golston, Elijah Chapman. We're going to see all of these dudes going after Dak Prescott, going after Jaden Daniels, going after Jalen Hurts. And I cannot stress how much I cannot wait for this. I cannot wait. This defensive line has been the talk of the NFL town, really. And I just know, man, there's going to be some exciting football to come. The main thing is we need complimentary football. That's it. That is it. So as we just talk about this defensive line, we need everything surrounding this defensive line to also be what they need to be and step up so that we could do something, man. But Perfect time. Pushed up on an hour. That is where I am at. Omega says, on paper, top 3 to 5 defensive line. I am with you. Coach Ed says, defensive line is an A-. This group warms my heart because of these sexy fatties. They definitely are building to take away the run and then go eat some QB meat, boss. But yes, for sure. For sure, man. I am with you 1,000%. I cannot wait. And specialties are a C. Game is key. Yup. I should have definitely did special teams. I got lazy. But yeah, I definitely should have did special teams. Boss Les says, all eyes are on Bowen now. Time to cook. Yeah, man. Yeah, that is for sure. No excuses for Coach Dable. No excuses for Coach Bowen. For real, man. For real. And Coach Ed says, coaching is a D. I'll leave it there. Ooh, yeah. That's another one. I should have definitely added coaches to that. I'm glad you said that. Coaching is a D. Yeah, I'll say that. I'll say that. And that's me being nice. That's because I'm feeling good tonight. I'm going to say coaching is at a D. Born for Sports says, best D-line in football. Born for Sports also says, best D-line in the division. That is a fact. I am with you. So, look, man, one thing that I did last stream that I thought was pretty neat, and it worked out, or something was good, that I did. I paused the stream, I did a break, and I gave everybody time to subscribe to the channel. So that's exactly what I'm going to do right now. I need everybody who is new to this channel to take the time, which is a 2-second thing. It's free for you to do. Go and subscribe to TP Wade the Giant right now. I am about to play some tunes real quick. Y'all hop on that, man. Go subscribe. Let's go.
Sometimes the fire, 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 sometimes the fire.
It's your guy who is never lying. Sometimes it's fire. Y'all hit that subscribe button. Hit that subscribe button. Also subscribe to all of these dope content creators that is in the chat. Coach Ed, I see you. Born for Sports, I see you. Big Dash, I see you. Funk Flex Bomb on him. Yes, sir. Make sure that you subscribe. Don't forget to like this stream on the way out. This was just something slight, man. I really want to see, man, all of y'all, man, all of these content creators that is in this chat here, man. I want to see y'all early position grades as well, man. I want to know where y'all are at with it. Yeah. Appreciate it, Boss Les. I see you, man. Giant salute to Boss Les. Appreciate it.
It's all good, baby,
But
baby.
I would definitely would love to see y'all get to that, man, on one of y'all streams or videos. But yes, man, we're gonna wrap it up there. It is 1 a.m. where I'm at. And I think what I'm about to go do is go play the game or something. For some reason, I'm just up. I work nights. Maybe that's it. I have my nights on my days off where I'll just be up like a little ass kid. So that's what it's on tonight, man. But again, man, shout out to y'all. Thank y'all, man, for the engagement too, man. Y'all have been showing y'all ass as of lately. Everybody who is new to the channel, definitely giant salute to you. Faux fun for sure. Let's keep this ball rolling, man. Again, we are on the road to 1,000 subscribers, and we're gonna just keep being consistent, man, pushing out dope giant content. So again, y'all have yourselves a good night, man. I don't know what time it is for everybody, but I know for the East Coast, it's later shit. Omega says, thanks for the late night stream. I'm a night person. Yeah, man. Giant salute, Omega. I did this for the night owls, man. Yes, sir, man. Peace, Big Dash. Yes, sir. Giant salute. I appreciate y'all for tuning in. Y'all get some rest, man. Y'all get some rest. Peace.
AKA lion, AKA tiger, how we swinging nine, walking through the fire, certified pioneer. Yeah. Keep applying pressure to the foes, going closer than I appear, closer than my dish. Yeah. Keep away the giant here.